Hello, I'm back. Oh, AJ Tom is back. First guy here. Way to go. You get a no prize. Hey, no prize. Anyhow, I thought I'd pop back on. I'm going to do a little drawing. I thought I would do it live. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm drawing. Hopefully, as the drawing progresses, you can guess at to what it is. So I'm just going to be looking up every now and then to look at your comments. Probably won't be talking much. So if there's any music you want to listen to in the background, do that because I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I can chew gum and draw at the same time, but talking and drawing, that's a little difficult. Let's switch cameras. All right. All right. Let's see. There we go. What's up, Joe? Hyperkaiju, Chris. Hello, everybody. Hey, Joe. I will get back to you on the layout you sent. I thought it looked pretty cool. Uh, I didn't really look at it from the standpoint of let me take notes, so I'll have to look at it again. What's up, Ronald Shaw? I was just about to leave the house. I know, I'm doing a little drawing. You could just watch it later, Val. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? Let's try something else. Little twist to his body. I thought I would add, make it a little more movement. That's right. Like and subscribe, guys. Share the channel. Sharing is caring unless you got herpes. Whoa, what cover are you going to recreate? Oh, this isn't a cover. Unless you're talking about something else. I'm just doing a drawing here of a couple characters I've wanted to draw for a while. Doing roughs on paper instead of his antique. What the heck is going on here? I know I'm getting crazy. Do you ever draw so much that your fingers begin to hurt? Nope. I'm actually listening to a podcast in my headphones as I draw. I can't stream it so you can hear it, unfortunately. What podcast am I listening to? Megyn Kelly. If you're going to homage a movie poster, who do you credit? The director or just the movie? If you homage a movie poster, I would credit the movie. What did the director have to do with the poster? I don't know. That guy's too small. It is not First Man. Take it easy, Val. See you later. Let's see. Captain America 241. I have that issue. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed something. The Captain America cover of the Punisher standing on Cap's shield and pointing a gun at Cap, but I'm moving the camera and changed the title to a Punisher cover. Oh, cool. That's right. You credit Drew Struzan, exactly. I'm not saying you just have to watch and see it come to life and guess. Do you like lead holders, pencils, or mechanical? I start with the lead holder because it's nice and fat, and then I move on to the mechanical for little detail stuff. Oh, AJ Tom with the score for the correct answer. Damn. AJ Tom nails it. Is that going to stay? I was going to say Hawk and Dove could go. Nope. I've been reading and rereading DDC, and ever since you released it, I'm in your head. You are, my God. Scary. Got to get that perspective grid in there for the gun. Ooh. Let me try something here. Cloak and Dagger. I'm willing to bet this goes up on the block during the next CG auction. It could. Oh, actually, darn. I got to redo that. She carries staffs. She doesn't really carry a gun. Oops. All right. No problem. which means I'm going to give her both. What? Oh, no, no, no. That's her arm. AJ, sorry. You don't have to apologize. Guys, I'm sorry I'm not talking more, but I don't do many draw streams like Aaron. Aaron's really good at doing both, talking and drawing, and this is the hardest part for me. That's why I'll do more inking streams and stuff because that I can talk and interact more. So I'm sorry if I'm not entertaining as much or whatever during this. Thank you, Ronald. Excuse me, I have to do something on my phone. Sorry about that. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, I'm just thinking about the anatomy right now. No, no, no. I have a picture of their costumes up in front of me on the screen. Scott Pearson, thank you so much. I appreciate that. What tools do you use? Frank Key says, what tools do you use to maximize highlight conflict? Uh, well, there's not much conflict in this drawing. I'm just trying to do a nice pose drawing of the both of the characters. Uh, if I'm drawing conflict like a fight, it's all about angles and stuff, uh, and not lots of parallel lines and such, because I want to create uh, some chaos. As much as I love Aaron's draw streams, I get much more out of yours. Watch you draw the full anatomy of mannequin. That's where I'm jealous of Aaron. I just can't draw the way he does like that. I wish I could, but this is how I have to construct things and draw things out. I wish I could draw as minimalistic as Aaron and get the results that he does. I wish I could get the camera in tighter for you guys, but yeah, like here, Frank, look. If this is your borders, right? This is your page right there. That's boring. If you can see that, these parallels are boring. There's no movement. But as soon as you do this and this and get these different lines in, that right there just indicates some movement. And then you can try and construct figures over top of that. What do I think of Draw Fight Scenes Like a Pro from Jeff Johnson? I love it. I think it's great. I got him that book deal with my publisher, actually. Frank Key, you're welcome. I hope that little thing made sense. Now I need to do some costume details on these guys. When composing female or male characters, do you think of their personalities? I try to. Good question. When composing the female or male characters, do you think of their I try to, as much as I know the character, so I can figure out body pose and facial expression. Was it really a pop-in or was it more a slide? A slid, Jeff. Joe Kubert School, did you study much anatomy? Yes, we had figure drawing and anatomy for 3 years. That was one of those classes we had for all 3 years. Did any other CGers go? Patrick Thomas Parnell and Shane Davis did. Is it always super physiological anatomy? Yeah, that's just how I learned to draw the stuff. So yes, Hyper Kaiju, thank you very much. Let's not forget everybody in the stream. Justin, Thank you for your questions. But back, First Man 2, not only is it a great graphic novel, it is a great exercise and lesson in drawing and storytelling. There's the link. That's right, Jeff. Back it if you haven't. Frank, back it if you haven't. Don't mean to call you guys out specifically, but your new names to me, so I figured, what the heck. It's always great getting to ask you guys some questions before you blow up with subscribers. You're able to answer 11 viewers as opposed to 500. I wish I had 500, and I would still do my best to answer all the questions. Black and white. You're welcome, Justin. Also, if you need a great book on comic book drawing and storytelling, get Andy's book, Drawing Dynamic Comics. That's true. These channels are best when there are only 20-ish viewers. It's true. Man, I hear you, but I got to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. And I sincerely thank all you guys here that have subscribed. I should probably just get out my copy of Black and White #1 to look at some of the costume details. I might have to do that. My buddy saw First Man Volume 1 on the table in my studio, couldn't believe how thick and good the quality was. He expected a standard floppy. No. Hey, welcome, Hernandez Mello. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Oh, thank you, Frank. That's right. Smash the like button. All right. I probably should go get my copy of Black and White, Volume 1. Let's see. Oh, this is good costume detail. I'm just looking through different images art's posted online for costume detail. Oh, that's really good, actually. Like Kenny Powers, Andy needs to make those dollar bills, y'all. What's up, Mo Fantasy? Their costumes changed from Volume 1. Joe. Shh. Come on, Joe. I think your clean line work and style would work great along John Malin's very similar styles. Have you ever teamed up before? We have not. I would love to have John ink something of mine, and I would love to ink something of his. Leg kick, what is up? I think you're hello. Are you a Marvel or DC guy? I float back. I like Green Lantern. I like Aquaman. I like Captain America. Eh, he's 100% digital. Malin is. All right. Now I'm going to pick up my mechanical pencil to tighten up a little bit. It's always Marvel growing up, but I've really gotten into DC. That's cool. Is that a number 2? It's a '05 mechanical pencil. Chris Reader, always great to see other artists approach to work. Thank you. I agree. Joe Bernardo, thank you so much. I'm almost totally off Marvel and DC at this point, starting to look at for Eclipse. Yep, I agree. Is this Graveyard Shift? No. And welcomes Comics Exposed. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. This is Black and White. Art to Bear is black and white. I like the Pentel 05, P205. This is HB lead that I'm using, Comics Exposed. I have subscribed to you, bro. I'd love to do an interview with you sometime for my channel. We've actually met before. Comics Exposed, drop me a DM on Twitter. Let's get it going on and do an interview. Haha, I like that rhyming. I dropped my eraser. I've got long toes like fingers to pick it up. Oh, Justin says I'm cutting off his feet. Actually, this is a good crop. It's half calf. His feet would be down here. But I see what you're saying. No feet. Was Rob Liefeld an influence? Damn! Slap me down. Shapoo! I will say, Frank, it's jokes like that if you keep it up, I'm going to do this. See, you don't want me to do that. No, it wasn't conscious at all. In fact, all this space up here, I left because I might do something designy back here. Or if I scan it, I could pop the logo in there. I wish my light was better. I apologize for the light. I was just joking. Jokes hurt. Words hurt. What? Another dose of Andy during the daytime? Madness! Here, you want me to draw a foot? Here, hold on. Hold on a second. Wait, I want to do this face. Okay, hold on. Look at this. Ready? Show you guys something. I'll show you guys something. clown shoe. It's a boot, baby. I draw wrists. Hey, make Star Wars great again. Hello. Yeah, I'm not drawing a shoe. I was just goofing around because people were busting my chops for not drawing a shoe on this because I want to focus on the figures. See, draw through to the base. Or you could do this. Captain America boot. There it is. Pouches rock. Oops. Pouches. Pouches on the boot. All right, let's get back to black and white. Fragaboom would add tread. Well, it's hard to see tread. If Captain America tries running in that boot, he's going to fall and bust his ass. Put some tread on that boot. Oh, you want tread? Hold on. And it's not that an artist can't draw anatomy, but sometimes a good shortcut to make deadlines. There's tread. Don't tread on me. Big foot, big feet. It's all relative. Anyhow, ooh, it's a boot. That boot's about to kick somebody's ass. It is, but now see, I can't have it back here because if I have to light box to look at the drawing on the other side, I'll see a boot. I can't see a boot. All right, let's get back to the other side. I don't know that. Why light box on the other side? Scroll up your chat a bit, Andy. Why? What's up? What am I looking for? Oops. I'm bidding on that boot. I'd like to buy the drawing of that boot. Oh, yeah, nope. My last comment. What was your last comment? AJ and I were about to get into a bidding war for that boot. Sorry. Everyone will tell the tale of the boot. Oh, Joe Bernardo. Yes. You like boxing on other sides. It's like holding it up to a mirror, and sometimes you can see mistakes. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to, but if I have to, I need to have it clean on the other side. Uh, oh, I was just saying, appreciate you taking time to scribble boots and stuff. As annoying as those distractions may be, you're a solid guy. Oh, thank you, Justin. I really appreciate that. I'm showing that comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ever since Andy did the impression of Stone Cold this morning, I've been wanting to watch that old video, Stone Cold ET ordering drive-through. I've never seen that. Hey, get back to working on the female now. The ladies. Working on the ladies. I love me working on the ladies. Actually, I want to finish his mask. No doubt. I'm glad I don't draw these guys every day. I should just send this to Art the way it is and let him finish it. That's what I should do. Hey, Pandamonlum. Pandamonlum. God damn. I should never try to pronounce people's names. Is this your first? Yes, it is. Uh, that'll teach art, Andy. Artists love it when people send them unsolicited, unfinished sketches for them to fix. Fix? Oh. Well, it's not too bad. John the Burbages and the Clavengers back in some heat. I'm having fun, guys, and thank you for joining me. I haven't really drawn anything. I've been so busy promoting First Man, I haven't drawn anything in a while. So, uh, well, that's not true. I have drawn some stuff. I just can't show it. But thank you for joining me on this stream. I need to get Aaron to do a drawing of Penumbra. How many of you would like to see Aaron Lepresti do a drawing of Penumbra? Justin, I agree 100%. Would love it. But how about Bud Root? Oh, yeah. Have Aaron draw one of your characters as Man Thing. Well, he would jump at that. Oh, I gotta fix that. I got to get a better light. Do you always sketch on 8.5 by 11? No. And this is Bristol. I cut a piece of Bristol in half. But I knew I wanted to draw something that wasn't going to be super time consuming. So I figured, might as well do this size. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, unless you have huge hands. No, this is 8.5 by 11 for sure. This is not 11 by 17. I need a ruler. Oh, I don't have a ruler sitting next to my desk, so I'm going to use a pencil as a ruler. Look, Superman. She's black or white. All right. Oh, Justin, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate that. Yes. Help get me monetized, but more importantly, support the campaign. First Man 2 Learning Curve, link in the description below. Wow, I just listened to a whole podcast on stream. Thank you guys. Hit the thumbs up and feed the algorithm. Yes, I'm going to tweet this out too. All right, let's see. I'm going to tweet out that I'm doing this right now. Tweeted. Let's see. Now I'm going to listen to Scott Adams from today. Oops, wrong one. And I got to look at some reference. Comic Book Bob. Hello. Ben Shapiro hasn't popped up on my thing yet. 17 times 20. His time is easily worth that. Don't be cheap. Thank you, Justin. It's true. This is all free. Oh, this is great reference that Joe Bernardo sent me. Thank you, Joe. Oh, she has a knife. Let's see. Hey, Joe, thanks. Arts women always have innocence to their faces. They do. Justin Ward, what's your Twitty? Andy Smith Art. Give me a follow, brother. I love the way Art does hair. His hair, the way he does hair is gorgeous. Man. Hyper Guide You, thank you for posting that. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, Justin, my phone typing gets screwy. She's like, look at me. Black or white. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like the way Art did his hair here. I'm gonna draw his hair different. So I tweeted it out, so it'll be interesting to see if Art to Bear sees it and comments. Art enters the chat. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he didn't. See, just looking at something. Let's see. Just gotta look at some stuff here. Sorry, give me a second. And I'm back. Oh, that's right. It is probably time for Art's nap. So you're probably right. Ooh, this character has some grenades on his belt. Hyperkaiju, hello, thank you. Oh, he could be playing pickleball or shuffleboard. That's true. Hold on. I want to adjust this light. There, how's that? Oh, that's better. Today could be bingo day. We'll have to ask. He could be picking up his ARP card. ARP, man, those guys are vultures. They sent me a card and I'm only 52. I'm not even 52 yet. They sent me a card last year when I turned 51. '50s are the new '30s. Dude, they pounced on me a week after my fifth. Did they really? Hey, Jay, that guy never sent me that Red Sonja book. No big deal, but just thought I'd mention it to you. Oh, this is getting there. My back is cracking. I'll tell you that. Oh, thanks a lot, AJ. I appreciate that. He probably did forget, which is fine. I'm not owed anything, so it's a gift, and it's the thought that counts. How does Aaron draw so fast? I think it's the drawing philosophies, how we learn to draw, maybe. I learned to draw from anatomy out, and I think Aaron is more concerned with overall shape, and he just sees it more clear in his head. This thing's almost getting to the ink stage. Oh, thank you, Joe. This has been so informative. I start drawing from the anatomy too and seeing you draw is inspiring. Well, you want to start with basic shapes and then build up to the anatomy on top of the shapes, the mannequin. Because you got to have a good solid foundation, which is the mannequin first. Why don't I post stuff on your Instagram per se? Use that instead of Twitter because it's not nearly as caustic. Also, Graham Nolan post stuff on Instagram. I have to start doing that more. I'll have to start doing that. Well, it's a great lesson. Uh, my LLC is Dynamic Art and Design. Astonishing Comics is a trademark. Does Bart ever work for the big two anymore? All I'm seeing is the stuff in heavy metal. No, he does not. He's drawing a story right now for independent, smaller publisher, and it's cool. I think Bart's days for working for the big two are behind him, just like they probably are for me. With me doing my own thing, and hopefully he'll try and go that route too. Oh, neither can I. I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but were you canceled from mainstream like the majority of CG? That's a very good question that I would tend to believe is accurate, but I don't know 100% for sure. But from inner stuff, I guess I've heard, I would say so. But it goes back to cross-gen days and bogus phone call that was made supposedly by me to Marvel looking for work, and I never made that call. And it involves whoever made the call being very rude, you could say. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on for a second. Got to take this call. Hello? Guys, my extended warranty is up. Who would have known? I probably should have kept that guy on the phone so I could hear more, but I don't care. So much behind the scenes drama in the comics industry. Yep, this sounds like more Mark. I don't think it was him. I have my theories I don't feel like getting into, but basically, when CrossGen was becoming a sinking ship, lots of people were making phone calls to Marvel and DC, and apparently, I found this out about 4 years later. Hold on. So I found out like 4 years after I left CrossGen, when I was trying to get work at Marvel, that I apparently made a phone call to Marvel and I talked to CB Sobalski at Marvel, who at the time was the chief creative, or he was the talent relations guy, whatever the exact title is. He dealt with talent and stuff. And apparently he said something about trying to find me stuff, or he would do his best, but he couldn't guarantee it. And then from what I was told, apparently flew off the handle and started cussing at him and stuff, and going on this tirade about how that's messed up. Don't you know who I am? I deserve this, blah, blah, blah. And if anybody knows me, they would know that I would never do that because, that's just, I was in the business for going on, I think when this supposedly happened, I was like 13, 14 years in the business. And if you know me, you know that I would never speak to somebody like that, especially, I just wouldn't speak to somebody like that, you know, in comics. I mean, this is a small industry and it was small, and this is, talking about back then, it's a small industry. You don't do that. And I would never do something like that. So, when I found this out, I think it was like 2007 or so, uh, I was dumbfounded. I mean, I called my wife at work and told her what happened. I said, I was freaking out because I'm like, I don't know there's nothing I can do to repair this except stand by my guns and say, I never made that call. That wasn't me. And, when I left CrossGen, this is a little known thing, but when I left CrossGen, it wasn't on the best of terms. And I ended up having to sue them because I wasn't getting paid. So the last stuff I did for CrossGen was technically freelance, and I wasn't getting paid what I was owed. So I was like, well, forget that. I did the work. It was, it was a few $1,000. It wasn't, it was a few $1,000s. I mean, that's not cheap. So I contacted a lawyer in Tampa where I was living and started the process to sue him. And luckily, it never went to court. Once the lawyer contacted them, they pretty much folded and paid me what I was owed. And that was that. But I know it pissed people off because the people I still talk to that were working at CrossGen. So I knew it pissed people off that I would actually sue for something that was owed to me. So when I heard the story years later about how I supposedly called Marvel and went off on a tirade because they weren't going to, didn't have anything for me, the first thought was somebody at CrossGen made this phone call and said they were me. So I had a contract with who? Are you sure that's not a mark? Sound, yeah. You are respectful and nice to do something like that. Oh, too respectful and nice. Yeah, I mean, anybody. When I only told. This goes into the category of stories not many people know about because I don't know. I mean, there was nothing to gain by going like quote unquote public saying this happened to me. I never did that. At least nothing I could see. So I only told a few close friends about it, and they were all really shocked. Like, dude, you'd never do something like that. And I'm like, I know. And then after that, the only work I ever got at Marvel was I finished off issues 3, 4, and 5 of a Wolverine miniseries that Bart started, but he went over to DC, so he didn't finish it, and they were really in a bind. And it was more timing as I just got off the phone with Bart. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was talking to Bart on the phone. He said that he just quit this book, this 5-issue miniseries. He was 2 issues into it. He said he just quit it because he got a solid offer from DC that he couldn't turn down. And I said, all right, got to go. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I'm going to call the editor and see if I can pick up those last 3 issues because I need some work. So I got a hold of the editor through, I think, email, and I was able to draw those last 3 issues. I did them on time. I did a hell of a job on them. If I do say so myself, I'll have to do one of my morning streams where I show the pencils to that Wolverine stuff. It was called Wolverine Days of Future Now, I think, or Days of Future, something like that. I penciled it. Mark Pennington was the inker, so he inked it. And after those 3 issues, I told my wife, I said, oh, they're really, she's like, are they liking it? I said, oh yeah, the editor's telling me he really likes it. And I said, I imagine I'll get more work after this. And I didn't get anything. I was just basically, it was like, hey, thanks for pinching in, doing these 3 issues on time for us and getting them done and making them look really nice. And it was about a couple years after that, I got to do a couple issues of, what was that book? It was that Chris Claremont, X-Men Forever. I did 2 issues of X-Men Forever I got those because they were, it was a deadline thing. And it was funny because the editor asked me, oh, AJ Tom says, so wait, hold on. Let me read a few of these comments. Sorry. I was a graphic designer for the provincial government here, and I was canceled. They accused me of being sexist, but me and my manager got along super well. It's ridiculous how people can just ruin you. I enjoy drama talk. It was Aaron Lepresti. Must have been. No, it definitely was not. Aaron is such an awesome person. And I know you're just joking. Yes, that is the moral of the story. F the big companies, do your own thing. Many, oh yeah, I don't know what that's a reference to. I love Mark Pennington's inks. I'm looking to work faster, full pages, color inks, and letters in one day. What pencil? What? Full pages in one day? Good luck, brother. I can basically do pencils and inks on a page in roughly a day and a half. I can pencil a page in one day, but to do the inks on it, it takes me about a day and a half. So good luck. That's ambitious for sure. That is very ambitious. I wouldn't rush it. I don't know your skill level and stuff, but you know, I only know a few artists that can do that much work in a day. So, but anyhow, so you know, when I got the 2 issues of X-Men Forever, working with Chris Claremont, the editor's like, "Oh, Chris writes in the old Marvel plot style. Is that something you can do?" And I'm thinking to myself, are you kidding me? I've been doing this at the time for over 20 years when I got that gig. I think I just broke my 20th year anniversary in the business when I got that X-Men Forever gig. And I started off, when I started working at Marvel, it was plot style. It wasn't full script. And I told him, I said, yeah, I can do this. And I told him basically what I just said. I said, yeah, you know, I can definitely do that because that's how I started at Marvel back in 1991. And he was like, oh. So obviously he didn't know that. So I did those 2 issues, did them in a very timely manner. Oh God, hold on. I'm trying to remember who inked me on that stuff because it was somebody else that inked me on that work. I'm drawing a blank on who inked that stuff, but once again, came out really nice. I did nice tight full pencils. The work came out really nice. I was like, sweet, what's next? And they were like, don't call us, we'll call you. And then the next stuff I did for Marvel is, hey, thank you, Hyper Kaiju, for posting that. Thank you. Yeah, bro, everything in one day, just got to modify the process. Good luck, man. Good luck. Let's see. Why don't we create a new comic company where drama created gets you 1 warning? If it happens again, you're fired. Yeah. Anyhow, the next stuff I did for Marvel kind of was the same thing, as in it was when I inked the Thanos graphic novels over Jim Starlin. And the way those came about was I was talking to a buddy of mine that was exclusive for DC. He was an inker and he was working exclusively for DC at the time. And we were talking on the phone and he's like, oh, I just had to turn down this sweet gig for Marvel. And I was like, why? And he said, well, because I'm still exclusive with DC. And I was like, well, if you don't mind me asking, what's the gig? And he was like, oh, it's over. He goes, I don't know the exact nature of it because I had to turn it down, but it was about 6 issues worth of work, 5 to 6 issues worth of work over Jim Starlin. And I was like, oh my God, I know Jim. I love Jim Starlin's work. Do you mind if I call him and see if he has an inker yet? And the guy was like, I don't care. I had to turn it down. Go ahead. So I got off the phone and I didn't call him. I always say call. I'm an old guy. I emailed Jim and said, "Hey Jim, I hear that you're doing this project over at Marvel and you might need an inker." I said, "I'd love to ink you. Let me know what you think." And he wrote me back and was like, "Wow, that sounds great. Just to let you know, it's like, 100-page graphic novel." And I was like, "Yeah, okay. I don't mind. 100-page graphic novel sounds like a plan to me," because I'm like, that's months worth of work. So he's like, "All right, let me email the editor." So basically, when Jim Starlin emails an editor and says, "Hey, I want this guy to work with me," yeah, the editor goes, "Okay." So the editor sent me an email and said, Jim contacted me. We'd love, if you want to ink the project, it's yours. And I was like, "Oh, great." And that one graphic novel turned into two more 100-page graphic novels and 4-issue limited series, Thanos vs. Hulk, and the Thanos annual. So it turned into a bunch of work. The crappy thing was the editor goes, "Oh, but what's your ink rate?" And I said, "Well, this is what my ink rate is." And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we're going to have to give you the budget for this book won't allow that. So we're going to have to give you a lower rate, a B, the letter B rate." And I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, well, we've got A rate, and the A rate is for a certain budget for a book. And we've got a B rate, which is for a book that has a lower budget." And I'm like, I needed to work. So I was like, okay. But I had never heard of that before. And I think this is when Marvel started lowering people's page rates. Because let me tell you something, guys. Once you got that lower B rate, shockingly enough, you never went back to the A rate. So that was basically their way of saying, yeah, we're lowering your rate for good. You want to work here? You're going to make less money than what you made over the past 20 years. It was like, oh, that's just wonderful. So yeah, that sucked. Hyper Guys, you says B rate sounds like BS. Oh, it's total BS. But I needed the work, so I did it. And I've got over 300 pages of to my credit that I inked over Jim Starlin. I've got 120 some pages or more I inked over Ron Lim because Ron drew the third Thanos graphic novel because Jim just wrote the third one and Ron Lim drew it. So I've got that, and it's a pretty nice batch of work over some guys whose work I really enjoyed and always want to work with. So there's that. Jorge AJ says that's a total Disney move. Well, here's the funny thing. So I inked over Ron Lim. So before inking it for the first Spider-Man movie with Andrew Garfield, I drew a couple of the children's books for Disney Publishing. Even though Spider-Man's Marvel, Disney owned Marvel, and Disney Publishing published children's books for those movies. And I drew a couple children's books for the first couple Spider-Man movies. And because it was Disney, not Marvel, they paid really nice. So go figure that. Just like the DC children's books I drew for Harper Collins, I drew 8 DC comic character children's books, like the early readers' books. And those paid a lot more than comic books did as well. And then Ron Lim and I did a bunch of movie adaptations for like Guardians of the, children's books for Guardians of the Galaxies, Ant-Man, Captain America, Civil War, Avengers, Age of Ultron. I know I'm forgetting a few. And I inked those over Ron, and those paid better than page rate at like Marvel as well, doing that stuff for Disney. So, and then when I would go out to Burbank, California to see a buddy of mine before San Diego, since that's where Disney's offices are located, I would take a trip out to Disney to visit the editor and stuff, and it was cool. He showed me around the Disney offices in Burbank, which, let me tell you, are very nice, if you're wondering. So that was very cool. How can we boost comic sales? I'm thinking it's got to leave print, go to phones. Dude, I have no idea. That's why I'm doing my own thing. I don't know if there's a magic bullet to that stuff anymore. So, that's why I'm happy doing my own First Man stuff. Creator-owned book, spotlighting a character that I really enjoy and love. And if you haven't backed First Man, back it now. Hyper Kaiju, if you'd be so kind, put that link in the description or in the chat. Link is also in the description below. Number one rule, big business, once they figure out they can screw you over, they will always, well, of course. Is Ron Lim? Yes, Ron Lim still does covers, I believe. Have you ever heard of an hourly rate in comics? No, I've never heard of that. It's always a page rate. They would lose. Oh, thank you. There's the link. Back First Man 2, Learning Curve now. No, they would never do an hourly rate, because then if I got paid by the hour to draw a page, I'd be like, oh my God, guys, this page just took me 50 hours. I know. Now give me my hourly rate. Now it's always page rate. So always page rate. This thing is getting there, guys. It's getting there. It's almost at the inky dinky stage, slapping ink. Just got to tighten up a couple more things here. I thought I would actually pencil it a little tighter, but I might just ink it the way it is and then figure out how I want to do the blacks on Black's costume as I ink it. Hyper Kaiju, thank you very much. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thank you, Hyper Kaiju. Thank you for all your help with being a moderator or a wrench. And thank everybody for joining me as I draw this. It's really been fun. I gotta say, this has really been a blast drawing this on a live stream with you guys. If only Art to Bear knew what I was doing. Oh, that Art. Art. Where thou art thou, Art to Bear? Wait, what did I just say? I'm getting hungry. I might have to stop and get a snack. Geeky18, welcome. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe. How quick do you do a page now on average doing your own book? It takes me a little less. It takes me about, depending on the page, I average drawing a page a day, and then inking it is about half a day, because I'm a pretty fast inker, especially over my own work. So I can basically do 4 pages of pencil and inks a week. Oh, you sent. Uh-oh. Here we go. Are you going to ink it on this stream? I might. I haven't decided yet, but I might. I just got to look at some reference again. Oops. All right, I'm back. I'm going to send Art a message myself. Art's like 93. He's just sleeping still, man. Give him a chance. I know. He's watching Lawrence Welk reruns. That's funny. Art's coming on the Dennis and Andy show today at 5 o'clock, by the way. So everybody tune in for that as we, Dennis and I talk to Art. Sending him a message now. We'll see if he replies. Look, you can see right here. You can't read it. I hope not. Well, actually, I better do that. He's getting his morning oatmeal. Hey, I like oatmeal. He's watching Murder, She Wrote. Now that I never watched. He's getting his haha, so was I. Same show. You guys. Were you watching a replay? Because I don't think Ethan's live right now, is he? Maybe. I don't know. If anybody's curious what breakdowns look like, this is what breakdowns look like. So this is what would be sent to an inker to ink from. Oh, look at that. Let's see if Aaron would like to. Let's see. Let me try something here. Let's see if I get any guests. I just shared the link. Let me take my headphones off. I don't need these on. I just shared the link to the stream, so let's see if anybody wants to pop in, guest-wise. If they do, I can always put my other headphones on. He's watched the Brady Bunch reruns. Remember his teens. Oh, it was. Oh, you're watching Arch's. You were watching Art's launch stream. I get tongue-tied still. That's crazy. Yeah, his campaign's kicking butt. That's why I got to build this channel up more. There really is a correlation behind amount of subscribers and backers on a campaign. I've noticed. You couldn't read what was on the phone, I don't think, though. Aaron's going to start and finish Black and White piece before you go to inks if you let him on here. Damn it, you're right. When you went Comicsgate, did you receive a lot of backlash? Yeah, I did. It cracks me up. I did receive backlash. I received the same amount of crap that Aaron did. You know, I got some late or direct messages from people. I had people send me some screenshots of people that unfriended me. You know, I'm not going to go into names of people, but I had professionals that I was, air quotes, friends with that unfriended me on Facebook and unfollowed me on Twitter. And what else did they do? They unfollowed me on Twitter. I had a couple screenshots sent to me of so-called friends that unfriended me talking crap behind my back. So a guy I know that is friends with him sent me some screenshots and he was like, dude, you shouldn't do this. Look what's happening. And I was like, I don't care, man. I don't care. So let's be real. Oh, the Golden Girls is good. Come on. It's got some grenades there. You know what? I'm popping another grenade on the other side. Oh, wait, he does. Actually, I'm looking at some other stuff. I'm going to pop another couple. another type of armament right here as well. Well, I sent the invite out. It looks like some of the other professionals are probably busy and can't join, which is fine. No big deal. Those bums don't have any loyalty. Oh, us professionals are a tight bunch, guys. It's all about loyalty. But at the same time, you got to draw your own, you got to work on your own stuff and whatnot. He's got a grenade in that codpiece too. Yeah, he does. That's what she said. Boom. I'm popping my headphones back in. I'm going to finish listening to Scott Adams because I was listening to Scott Adams since none of the other peeps are available to jump on. You know what? I got these headphones and I can't tell which one's left or right. It doesn't say. Oh well. Just slap them in. It don't matter. No, I'm talking about the bums trash talking behind your back. Oh. Yeah, like I said, what are you going to do? Real friends would never do that. One of the guys that did it was somebody I worked with for a bit. Like I said, I'm not going to mention his name, but I worked with him. And I was really surprised. He unfriended me. Do you guys know what Black Rifle Coffee is? Justin, take care, man. Thanks for joining as long as you did. Good luck on the campaign. Thank you very much, Justin. Have a good day. Oh, AJ, trust me. I know who my real friends are. So, AJ, this will crack you up. What about Ahoy? I had a friend of close to 30 years unfriend me when I said that I drank Black Rifle Coffee. So, Geeky 1818. Huh. I don't know. But thank you, Geeky 1818, for joining. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to take little liberties here with this costume. Hope Art doesn't mind. You know what? Art's not here. Doesn't matter. AJ Tom says, seriously, that's some pretty crap. That's some petty crap there. It is. I couldn't believe it. I messaged him. I go, dude, what? Did I do something to offend you? Why'd you unfriend me? And he's like, yeah, it was the last straw was that Black Rifle Coffee post. That was the last straw. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought that was pretty mentally weak, you could say. Unfriended me, blocked me, all that stuff. They always say never meet your heroes because sometimes it turns out bad. Has it ever happened to me? Nope. That has never happened to me. Everybody I've met that I've looked up to has been super cool. That's my reason to unsubscribe. No, leg kick. No. Subscribe and we'll be back. Love your work. Thank you, Geeky1818. Yeah, come back whenever. I'll be here. Excuse me, I have to read this email. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. If you want to send me an email with your guess, I would love to see who your guess is. So feel free to shoot me an email and let me know what your best guess is. I'll give him another something back here. Let's see. Trying to think what else I want to do up here. Well, Art will be on my stream later with Dennis, so he can see this drawing then. Oh, yeah. Forgot her shoulder pad. Oh, hold on for a second. I got your email, and no, that's not who it was. So, yeah, that's not who it was. AJ. Ooh, I just finished another podcast. Let's see. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to start another one. This is the longest stream I've done. All right, let's see. I already listened to that one. Oops. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I've seen that. I do listen to Sword and Scale as well. That's a great podcast. AJ says, wow, I'm impressed with that person. I'm pleasantly surprised. Good to know. Yeah, no, uh, yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't who you thought. You can take another guess, but you know, I'm just getting. I'm just getting. I guess you could say too old to deal with fake friends. You know, AJ says new Shapiro should be up now. Just started it. Papa Kenesu says your interview with Malin was good. I love hearing stories about Papa Cubert. Anytime you want to hear stories, you can ask me anything about the Cubert School, and I'll do my best to answer. J Dog says, listen to Tim Dillon. I will check into it. Hyper Guys, you. I'm more of a sword and sorcery guy. Oh, I see what you did there. All right, I got to tighten this face up a little more. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to ink this with a brush or if I want to use a pen, you know, markers, like if I'm at a convention. Oh, yeah, that is definitely true. First, Sam, I just found out that I have to go to my in-laws for dinner tonight. Please pray. Please keep me in your thoughts. Oh no, I'll do that. I got to be honest. I love my in-laws. Um, my father-in-law unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but my mother-in-law is still around and very healthy. I was blessed with really great in-laws, family as well, not just my wife's parents, but her family is just fantastic. It's a military type character. Use the pens. Give rougher, more gritty feel. I can give a rougher, gritty feel with a brush, my friend. Let me tell you. Just not liking his nose. I'm going to redo his nose. There we go. There we go. Black or white. Oh, no way. I'll have to try and listen to that. Wolfgang Van Halen. That's awesome. Oh. Another surprise. I never left. Exactly. Look who's back. I'm still here, brother. Just look how much more I got done. All right. That is it. I trapped outside in the rain. No. I was listening to an old interview that Episcor did with Tim Vigil. Apparently, that guy was struggling with something fierce. It was very sad. Do you know anything about him? No, I don't know anything about Tim Vigil. I like Tim Vigil's work. I had Faust as a kid. Well, as a teenager. Uh, I see him at San Diego all the time, but I've never talked to him. Yes, I am Agent Cub, using it as a drawing table. It's a way I can share what I'm doing with you guys. And it's a very expensive drawing table. All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, I haven't looked at your PM yet. Oh, I will go look at that. That's a big Cintiq. Which one is it? 20. I think it's the. Let me see. 27-inch Cintiq. Let me look at your PM. All right. Well, you know what? Let me figure this gun out. It was not the same guess, AJ. He guessed somebody totally different. And you were Joe Bernardo is guessing people that I haven't talked to in so long. The Fourth World Foundation. Thank you, Papa. I got my fantasy football draft this weekend. All right. All right. This is looking pretty good. Do that. Let's see. There you go. So you see it. A little black and white. Does that mean that you'll name your team the Cowboys since a fantasy is the only way they'll win a championship? Holy sh! I'll tell you the name of my fantasy team. Man. Hold on. I'll tell you what they're called. My fantasy football team name is the Dirty Dash Boys. All capital BOYS. The Dirty Boys. That's the name of my fantasy team. So there. Man, a fantasy. Well, I will say the Cowboys didn't win a preseason game, and I can give Dennis crap because the Packers didn't win a preseason game either. So there. I said they're called the Dirty Boys. How dare you? You guys are just busting my chops left and right. Wow, would you look at that? Jungle Cruise is getting a sequel. Wow. I still have yet to see Jungle Cruise, but apparently Jungle Cruise is signed on for a sequel. Let's see what else I'm reading here. Ooh, Expendables 4 is a go. Guys, I love the Expendables movie, and there's going to be an Expendables 4. Let me read some stuff here. It looks like we've got returning for the 4th installment of the Expendables are Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Dolph Lundgren, Randy Couture. They'll be joined by newcomers Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Megan Fox, and Tony Jaa. The film will be helmed by Scott Wolf from a script by Spencer Cohen, Max Adams, and John Joseph Connolly. It's so much fun to bring these stars together, blah, blah, blah. Wow, the Expendables franchise launched back in 2010. Holy crap. Let's see. The 4th Expendables film was announced in 2015, 1 year after the 3rd installment. However, there's been little movement on the project since. Well, I will be there to see it because those movies are balls to the wall action, and I love that stuff. So I will be there to see Expendables 4 for sure. I know. Megan Fox, I hope she's just a hot babe in it and not some kick-ass person. I love them too. I don't know if Jungle Cruise made money or not. I want to see it. I just haven't had a chance. What is Jungle Cruise even about? Good question. Why don't they just add Zac Efron? Zac Efron could be good in Expendables. And I got to be honest, I'd like to see... I think they need to put The Rock in an Expendables movie. I mean, come on. When is he going to be in an Expendables movie? Good Lord. Dude is awesome. He should definitely be in one. Oh, Stallone's face looks plastic now. I hope they have enough sense to not have Megan Fox beating the crap out of muscle-bound dudes. Oh, my God. Yeah, that would be stupid. I hope to God they don't do that. Maybe she gets kidnapped or something. And they have to rescue her. Ooh, can we please get Nick Cage in it? Nick Cage, because he's older now, he'd be a kick-ass villain in the movies. So I agree with that. He would be a great villain in the movies. Let me see what else we got here in the news. I'm just taking a little break here from drawing because my back was getting sore, so I'm sitting in a little different position as I look at some website stuff here. Man, what about the James Bond movie that has been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back to the point of, does anybody have interest in seeing the new James Bond movie anymore? Because I got to be honest, I don't. I really don't have much interest in seeing the James Bond movie anymore. It's been pushed back so much. Sad to say, but woke Expendables, I hope not. The Expendables needs The Rock. The Rock and Batista would be good. Oh, that could be the female version starring Lizzo, Melissa McCarthy. Who else? I'm blanking. There's another actress name I was going to throw in there. Oh, I mean, I want to be there. It's just been put off so much. I'm just like, oh, do I even care anymore? Let me see if I can get a better angle on this for you guys. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I probably should have done that sooner. Oh, okay. So Madonna in the Expendables, Madonna could be the gross villain. She can just wear sleeveless shirts to show off her nasty pits. Leslie Jones could be on the team with Melissa McCarthy and Lizzo. Rosie O'Donnell could be the old crank they bust out of a woman's prison. I'm liking what you guys are throwing down here. This is what we're talking about creativity wise, guys. This is seriously some good stuff you guys are throwing down. I like where your head's at on it. Is that camera angle better? I think it is. This is really shaping up. Are you talking about our Expandables movie or this drawing? Oh, yeah, I thought so. Oh, dude, Top Gun 2 Maverick. I cannot wait for Top Gun 2 Maverick. That looks so good. Oh, what is this? Let me open up this. I just saw something. Oh my God. So this is ridiculous. So I'm reading this headline. Actually, I'm going to open this in a new tab so I can read it and see comments at the same time. The drawing is great too. Nice save. Nice save. Like I said, I'm sure this will be up when the next next auction, unless for some odd reason, well, not an odd reason, but unless for some reason Art would like to finish it. Oh, what the heck? Here we go. So headline. Here's a headline on bleedingfool.com. It's not Comicsgate actively harassing comics fans. It's Dan Slott. Well, let's see what they have to say. A few days ago, a comic book fan named Joshua Quirk had a bit of a run-in with Marvel Comics writer Dan Slott after responding to one of Dan's political tweets. Dan had a political tweet? Are you serious? Not Dan Slott. How could Dan Slott ever have a political tweet? Has that been confirmed? That is awesome. I was about to say, isn't having someone else finish your work the Dan Slott method? Oh, bang. All right, let's finish this. So Dan Slott tweeted, there is no situation we could be in at any point this year where I am not absolutely certain that we'd be in a worse place with more Americans' deaths than if the other candidate were still in office. So Joshua M. Quirk shot back and said, border crisis, way worse under Biden, Afghanistan, total crap show, gas prices, jobs, inflation, all would be taken care of way better, and some would have never happened. Joshua then says, Dan Slott blocked me because I disagreed with him politely, then responded and blocked me before I could respond. This is another reason comics nowadays are crazy. I like Dan. I just agreed with one thing. Which is true. I mean, if you can't take disagreement and your first reaction to someone disagreeing, and this guy was totally polite in his disagreement. He literally just said border crisis in a list. He wrote border crisis, Afghanistan, gas prices, jobs, inflation. All would be taken care of way better, and some would have never happened, was his reply to Slott. And Dan Slott blocked him over that and then replied. Now, replying back to somebody but blocking them so they can't reply back to you is really chicken shit. Papa says, Dan Slott's bad optics. They need to get rid of him pronto. Yeah. Dan says, I blocked you because I checked who you were following. And you are following a number of accounts that are members of an online hate group who have actively harassed people in the comic book industry who are from marginalized communities, including POC, LGBTQ plus, and female creators. Oh, that's why. Sure, sure, sure. Joshua is an inspiring comic book writer with a modest YouTube channel where he promotes current comics and chats with other creators about their creative process. He had been a longtime fan of Dan Slott, but was shocked to see Slott policing his Twitter activity and then being scolded by Slott for the crime of simply following several Comicsgate affiliate accounts. I wonder if Joshua follows me. Joshua says, Dan and I follow a lot of people from the left to the right. I do interviews with comic creators from Mark Russell to Brian Hill. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat because I feel that it puts me in a box. I follow both sides to see what the other side is saying. That is all. I mean, he seems legitimate, seems pretty smart. Bounding into comics first exposed Slott's passive-aggressive attempt to impose the ideological purity test on Quirk, who was later invited to discuss his unhappy encounter with Slott on an August 24th live stream hosted on the YouTube channel I Love Comics, and there's a link to it. Angleton, the host of the I Love Comics channel, has addressed this sort of regular harassment by comic book pros many times on his channel and explains his own position in the matter in the description. A long time ago, this is the description of his YouTube channel. A long time ago, this channel was part of a group of comic book readers who saw their favorite characters being done wrong. Unwilling to listen, many comic book creators instead hurled insults and blocked those who would critique their comics and disagree with the direction they were going in. Now, a new generation of readers are being attacked by those who disagree with those who write and draw comics. After Quirk's appearance on I Love Comics, where he effectively defended Slott, the aspiring comic writer once found himself in a struggle session with Mr. Slott over the fact that he had tweeted about his appearance on the channel and the related Bound into Comics article. Quirk continued to defend his position, but the Fantastic Four writer only escalated his bullying, taking issue with Quirk's public discussion of the incident and demanding through direct messages that Quirk delete any tweets associated with their why. I mean, it's in a tweeting is a public forum. People can see these tweets. So if this guy wants to go on and talk about the tweets that pretty much anybody can see, who cares? Hyperkaiju says, Dan must be describing his buddies at Marvel and DC. They're the only ones I ever see harassing people. Yeah. So let's see. It's done and over with. And then, so this is private messaging that Quirk showed. Quirk says, it's done and over with. Dan Slott said, oh, for fuck's sake, why is that the first and third post on your feed? Why? All capitals letters. Quirk replies, Quirk replied, he asked me to talk about the article. I stuck up for you and said you were actually a good guy. I really did. You can watch it. And 3 posts is me saying, oh boy, because it's the shitty website, Dan. I'm not an asshole, man. Dan replies, Angleton is a Comicsgate guy. The whole, all capitals, reason I originally said I was blocking you was because you were following Comicsgate people. And you were like, I didn't know that. And you're giving them a boost on your site and getting your word out there. Oh, no. You don't balance out. Wait, he says, Dan says, you don't balance that out by also following Chip Zdarsky and John Switrez. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Sorry if I did. This isn't some kind of algebra equation where it somehow makes it okay to reach out, in quotations, and have conversations with members of a full-on hate group. I don't know how to explain it any simpler than that. What the hell is he talking about? Such a disgrace. Yeah, Hyperkaiju, how does Dan not have anything better to do than police strangers' feed? I know. I don't understand. Write some funny books. Let me rephrase an earlier DM. Why are those still the first and third posts on your feed? And then Quirk then deleted the tweets in question that had upset Slott, but eventually realized he had been bullied. Like so many other victims of Dan Slott's abuse, that's when he decided to speak up about it. This is what it looks like when a normal, non-political, mainstream comic book fan is exposed to the toxicity of today's entitled, bitter bullies in the professional comic book industry. Is Marvel Comics paying attention? And then Joshua Quirk posted, I shared at Bounding Comics article about Dan Slott blocking me, then talked about it on at Eglinton live stream. Dan Slott then went into my DMs, cussed and bullied me. Not a big fan of Bounding into Comics, but I'm seeing now what they've been talking about is true. Oof. Commentator Just Some Guy saw the dust up and the results of Quirk acquiescence and gave Slott and his supporters an earful. Somebody else, Wes Doggerty, an occasional contributor to Bleeding Fool, has a very good summary of the events that unfold between Kirk and Slott. These are all, by the way, things I'd have to play that I'm not sharing right now to play, or, I would, I guess. AJ says, I wonder if Dan Slott had the same conversation with the Simonsons, Howard Chaykin, Jimmy and Amanda, John Romita Jr., etc., after they were interviewed on Graham's channel. Of course not, because that would be having to talk to people in the business that are higher up on the ladder than Dan is and questioning them. And he's not going to do that, because if he did that, that could blow back on him. And God forbid, he wouldn't want that. So you have to punch down. So he can punch down to a fan, no problem. Joe Bernardo says Slotted won't do that face-to-face. He's a keyboard warrior. Dan's never-ending White Knight crusade against Comicsgate adjacent fans is one of the many problems in the industry that hurt the Marvel and Disney brand. But beyond that, it's utterly destroyed Slott's reputation. This is not the behavior of a professional. It's the behavior of a bully, and much to the chagrin of anti-Comicsgate creators, the Whisper Network, and their allies, there's ample available evidence that contradicts Slott's spurious claims, even after partisan outlets like Inverse and the Mary Sue use dubious sources to support these sort of bigoted attacks on anyone that merely follows a Comicsgate hashtag. Can any of those same outlets please explain why they ignored Dan's marginalization of strong women and minorities that he disagrees with? Let's see. AJ, either Dan's just a bully, or he was afraid that Graham would beat his ass, or both. I think Graham should just, actually, I mean this sarcastically. Dan should reach out to, or Graham should reach out to Dan and be like, would you like to come on the Storytellers? That'd be hysterical. Selena Hernandez on Twitter says, hashtag Dan Slott, I'm a Mexican woman who has been a fan of comics and video games since age 7. Hashtag Comicsgate has been nothing but beautiful, supportive, kind, and strong creatives. I hope you'll wake up one day and realize this. Thank you at Just Some Guy CC for your videos. Hashtag comics, comic books. She sounds cool. I'm going to have to reach out and follow her. Oh, Mandy Summers, who I know. Mandy's a great person, great creator. Here you go. Knock yourself out. Replying to Dan, I guess. And Dan Slott isn't alone. In fact, there are other creators with similar dispositions. These are the creators that are basically responsible for the birth of, Douglas Ernst. I hope I pronounced his last name right. Douglas Ernst says, ask yourself if a comic pro like Dan Slott will harangue random readers in private over talking to very tactful guys like Eglantine. How many others have been contacted under the radar over the years? And yet, it isn't just readers and independent creators who also align with Comicsgate philosophy. Many former professionals like Chuck Dixon, Dale Keown, Dan Fraggy, Ethan Van Sciver, John Malin, Shane Davis, Graham Nolan, and more have become vocally active in the Comicsgate movement, pushing back on this sort of behavior. Oh, I wasn't in the article. Damn. One day. No, that's cool. All those guys are awesome. I'm glad to be friends with all of them. Rebuking the disrespect being shown to both the longtime readers and legacy characters they cherish. So if you're still reading this and wondering what Comicsgate is, it's probably best summarized as a culture war going on in the comic book industry that began when fans and readers got frustrated with the growing lack of professionalism, honest and exclusivity, objectivity, accountability of the mainstream comic book publishers and their employees, who were quite unprofessional when dealing directly with their critical customers. A far more thorough explanation can be read at What is Comicsgate, and there's a link. Sure you were. They said more. Oh, damn, Tom, you're AJ. You're right. I'm the more. Thanks. I'm also, you can, so I have a few aliases. I'm and more is an alias. So AKA and more, AKA, etc., AKA, and some other guys. So there you go. Let's see, Matt McGlowan. So hashtag, oh, this is back in 2014. Never mind. Cosmic Book News. Matt McGlowan was already anticipating Comicsgate as early as 2014. Oh, never mind. Oh, wow. This is a tweet from 2014 with the hashtag Comicsgate. Wow. Wow, that was a really good article. You know, the only interaction I ever had with Dan Slott were few and far between. One was back at CrossGen way back in the day in 2003. I had an interaction with him, possibly doing something, and then CrossGen went under. And then well, I mean, he has DM'd me privately when I was Comicsgate and said I was Comicsgate and was on Ethan's channel and other people's channels and stuff. I'm not going to take screenshots and stuff. People can do what they want. I'm not going to do that. I'll just paraphrase it and say that he thought I was making a huge mistake and whatnot. But, you know, whatever. To each his own. I do what I want to do, and I think the decision I made is awesome. I stand by it. I've met so many great people in this community because I refer to Comicsgate as a community of creators, and all the creators I've met are fantastic. And you know, that's that. So that's how I roll. Oh, Art to Bear is live now, doing some type of test. Somebody needs to go over to Art's channel and say that I'm live right now with a drawing of black and white on my table. Oh, look at AJ Tom doing like stand-up comedy. Good stand-up comedy. You always want to bring it back around. And you just did it. Papa says, we're happy you're here. Well, thank you, Papa. I'm glad I'm here. I've met so many cool fans and stuff from being here. Now I want to search these couple people. I got to go back to the article because I totally forgot to do it when I read it. So let's see if I can find some of these people because this Joshua Quirk guy sounds kind of neat. Let's see. I think this is the person. I'd hate to yeah. Oh, look. I'll do that. And I just followed a bunch of other people that this gentleman follows. He seems like a cool dude. So, yeah, dude. I gave you a follow, Mr. Quirk. Hashtag, hope I'm saying your name properly. I want to do that with everybody's name because, oh, Joe says his camera was messed up and he's not on anymore. Oh, it's sad that you don't have Art's number, even though you have a show with him. I do have Art's number. I got Art's number. I'm just so old school that I never think of calling people. Of course I have Art's number. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Oh, Selena Hernandez does follow me, and I follow her already. So there you go. Let me see. Now I'm curious. I'm pretty sure I have Art's number in my phone. Oh, I don't know if that's his phone number or not. Hold on. God, you guys are making me go down a rabbit hole. I will send him a text. Dang, I don't even get a follow. AJ Tom, what's your Twitter handle? I'll follow you, brother. Don't throw shade at me. I'll follow you. I'll follow you and you'll follow me. Doody doody doo doo. Doody doo 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 dee. I got to check now. God, you guys are making me do a lot of work here. Making me do a lot of work here. Let's see. I know I've got Art's phone number. Now I've got to find it. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, you only have an Instagram. I'll follow you on Instagram. I still need to know what your screen name is so I can follow you. I got no problem following you, buddy. More than happy to. All right, let's see. I don't even know if that. Yeah, dude, message me. I'll follow you. Huh. Oh, that didn't work. All right, hold on. Let's see. Oh, nope. I guess I don't have Art's phone number. I thought I did, but I don't. And so now I know why I can't send Art a text. I don't have his phone number. Oh, well, somebody's just bragging now, aren't they? Look who follows me. Brag, brag, brag. I'm doing a record here. Look at this. I've been on for 3 hours and 35 minutes. I'm still going. Let me see if Art's online. Let's see who's active now. Nope, Art's not online right now. So, oh well. Let's see. Ronald says, I wonder why the mainstream professionals choose to side with the activists and choose hashtags versus legitimate fans. Got me. I just know, I have a certain set of beliefs. I like things a certain way. And, I will say for a long time, I didn't really speak my mind. But I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm speaking my mind, yo. Because I'm just kind of tired of it. So tired of the BSS. Whoa, what did I just do there? Oh, wrong one. Hold on. Okay, let me see. I just want to see if there's any other new stuff to talk about. So give me a second here. And, for some odd reason, if you guys would rather see my face instead of this drawing, I can switch the camera. But nobody wants to see my face. My face. Oh, look at this. John Cleese has a series called Cancel Me, which will confront woke generation. Have any of you guys heard about that series? Let me click on this, see what this is about. Dateline, August 30th, 2021. Best known for his roles in hit comedy classics like Monty Python and Faulty Towers, John Cleese will investigate the phenomenon of canceling people or companies for their behavior. In John Cleese Cancel Me, the 81-year-old actor will meet with the people who are doing the canceling to uncover what is driving them, as well as some of the famous faces who have fallen victim to cancel culture. Well, look at that. Here's the question, guys. You will keep looking at my drawing because AJ says, bad idea. I need a few more days to acclimate to your new facial hair. Well, shouldn't you see me on camera then so you can acclimate to it? Doesn't seem like you're making much sense, buddy. John Cleese, in a tweet, said, not wishing to be left behind by Hank Azaria, I would like to apologize on behalf of Monty Python for all the many sketches we did making fun of white English people. We're sorry for any distress we may have caused. That was in April of this year. Thank you, John. I'm sure the English people appreciate that. According to The Guardian, John Cleese Cancel Me will premiere later this year on Channel 4 in the United Kingdom, where the comedian will interview canceled subjects as well as campaigners who have led opposition to various public figures. I'm delighted to have a chance to find out. I wish I could do an accent. To find out on camera about all the aspects of so-called political correctness. Cleese explained, there's so much I really don't understand, like how the impeccable idea of let's all be kind to people has been developed in some cases ad absurdum, the comedian said of the bizarre new cancel culture trends that are plaguing the West lately. I want to bring the various reasonings right out in the open so that people can be clearer in their minds what they agree with, what they don't agree with, and what they still can't make their mind up about, Cleese added. Cleese personally experienced cancel culture in November 2020 when social justice warriors accused him of transphobia for supporting Arthur J.K. Rowling. The comedic actor explained to Reuters, everything humorous is critical. If you have someone who is perfectly kind and intelligent and flexible and who always behaves appropriately, they're not funny. Cleese also said the political correctness is forcing comedians to set the bar according to what we are told by the most touchy, most emotionally unstable and fragile and least stoic people in the country. Yeah, that's for sure. My sneaking suspicion is that bulk of the cancelers are just following the mob. Of course they are. Don't think for yourself. And not you guys. You guys are intelligent people because you're here. Cleese is the second Monty Python icon to refuse to bow to political correctness and awaken identity politics. Terry Gilliam stated earlier this year that the culture unfairly vilifies white men who are blamed for the world's issues. That's wrong. I don't like mob mentality, the filmmaker stated. Boy, I hate typos. Hyper says, I think your boy Zach is right when he says in 15 years or so, these enthusiastic participants in cancel culture will act like they had nothing to do with any of this and were against of course. That's how it always goes. In the past, Cleese has been open about his thoughts on political correctness, having previously said there's no such thing as a woke joke in creating a fuss when BBC-owned UK TV removed an episode of Faulty Towers for its use of racial slurs. I don't know what that episode was. Most comedians are generally not big fans of cancel culture. David Spade said it's killing comedy. Chris Rock warned that cancel culture leads to boring entertainment. Billy Crystal said canceling people over their words has made comedy a minefield. Dave Chappelle reminded everyone that no one can be woke enough. Comedian John Lovitz likened cancel culture to McCarthyism. Stand-up comedian Bill Burr joked that the outrage mob has run out of people to cancel and has resorted to canceling dead people. So there you have it. John Cleese dropping it. I hope that show airs on Netflix or somewhere over here because I would love to watch it. Sounds like it's going to be a good show. You have got to be kidding me. This is the shit that just pisses me off. I used to watch The Office. Now, I'm not the Office guy that has watched it, reruns and all this stuff, I'm not that guy. Wait, Hyper Guys, you says the guy who wrote The Hangover had to switch to making movies like The Joker because writing comedy is so difficult now. Oh, why? Oh, wow. Oh, for sure. Then they'll turn around and say that the Comicsgate and other groups like Comicsgate were in fact the ones indulging. Yeah, right. They will. I mean, you're totally correct because it's all about project onto others what they're doing. So anyhow, this is insane. The hit comedy series The Office's episode titled Diversity Day was recently omitted from a Sunday marathon screening of the long-running mockumentary series on Comedy Central. The episode, which satirized contemporary corporate diversity and inclusion initiatives, appears to be the latest casualty of an increasingly censorious woke society. The censorship was noted by Barstool Sports at the time. Barstool Rear Admiral tweeted, is at Comedy Central really too chicken shit to run the Diversity Day episode, or is there some other reason they omit it? Instead of just slapping up a trigger warning for an episode of The Office, Comedy Central quietly omitted it from the rotation, thus sending OCD-riddled completists into delirium and prompting me to blog about it. Oh my God, the one thing that's bothering me the most about a lot is some of the typos in this article. Drawing even more attention to this, dare I say, canceling of modern-day icon. Fret not, as this doesn't mean that you can only watch Diversity Day on some shady site that gives your PC cybercrabs. You just need to pony up to enjoy it on Peacock or buy it for $3 from any number of streaming outlets. It also means the Comedy Central doesn't get the first part of its name. That's for sure. The episode features, I've never seen this episode. The episode features the series' principal character, Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, impersonating a Chris Rock comic piece regarding Black people's attitudes of other Black people. He later does a parody of an Indian accent. Diversity Day is possibly one of the series' most exceptional episodes, using Carell's character to make casual stereotypes and bigotry look ugly. The audience applauds Kelly when she eventually decks him. Steve Carell hinted in 2018 that the production of The Office at the time would be impossible owing to today's political considerations. Oh, I agree with that. So that is, I cannot, pulling stuff like that. Well, they pulled a Golden Girls episode. I believe it was the Golden Girls. Fact check, please. Fact check, please, as I raise my hand to nobody in the office. Christina's not here. She's on lunch. Chris is out doing who knows what. He's not inking stuff, that's for sure. Anyhow, they pulled an episode of Golden Girls because they were getting, they had these mud masks on their faces that women do. And when you put a mud mask on your face, it's brown mud that's on your face. So they pulled that episode of Golden Girls because of that. That is ridiculous. Oh, they better never come after Blazing Saddles. Mel Brooks is a legend, an icon. You cannot come after him. No, I say no. No, you cannot come after Mel Brooks and Blazing Saddles. I will not have that. I will not have it. Well, guys, there you have it. A marathon stream, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you all. Oh, they're coming for it. AJ says, oh, no, they're not. Thank you guys for joining the channel today and hanging out with me as I did this drawing. I really appreciate it. I sincerely appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me. Oh, wait, what's this? They pulled my favorite episode of Community from Netflix because Ben Chang painted his face to look like a drow elf. Are you serious? Thank you so much, Hyperkaiju. Thank you guys for joining me. Please back First Man if you haven't backed it yet. It's because of guys like you and supporters like you that literally help me make my dreams come true. And that is what First Man is. It's me fulfilling a dream of doing my book. Yes, I would love to have done First Man as a monthly comic, but it's not in the cards. So instead, I'm looking at it as the European model where I put out one book a year that is oversized and square bound and satisfying for the reader. Each volume is a self-contained story, and just keep checking it out. It is superhero storytelling at its finest. I think you guys will love it. Thank you for posting the link. Here's my short trailer with my awesome voiceover, as I like to call it, the Andy Smith pitch, Under Pressure.
Luke Henry, after kicking Monarch's ass to the depths of space, is back on Earth, and now he's looking to save the world from the Fourth World Foundation. Sure, he had help from Penumbra before, but she's not helping him this time. He's got to face it on his own. He's coming for a villain known as Adonis. He'll do it. You'll be there. Back it now. First Man 2, Learning Curve.
AJ, this is already in my Instagram profile. The link is in my Instagram profile, but I know I need to post on Instagram more so people and say, hey, go check out my Instagram profile. I know what you're saying. Give me graphic novels and trade paperbacks over monthly issues any day. I'm kind of going that route too. I just got my Cyberfrog warts and all. And I'm really amazed that I missed that when it came out in the 90s. It is literally like all brand new stuff to me, except for a couple issues that came out through Harris that I do own. So I started reading that last night. I got to tell you, that first issue, the very first issue of Cyberfrog that Ethan drew at print size and hand lettered, cracked me up. I really liked it. So I'm having fun reading that. Thank you guys again for joining me on this marathon of a stream. I will be back tomorrow morning to wrap up WWE Heroes to conclude that story. Please join me on the Dennis and Andy show at 5 o'clock today as we interview Art Taber himself and talk a little black and white, and I show him this drawing. All right, guys, until next time, this is what I'm always bringing back.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah. Go ahead, go with it. 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 Sexy up. 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 Go ahead, go with it. Get your sexy up. I'm bringing sexy back.